believer, cynic, and believer with just me, Thumper. And I think that might be the case from as I'll fill you guys not a little bit of a breakup with the cynic, unfortunately, and so I'm in a place, a kind of a mental state, and hopefully make fucking hilariously retarded with a couple rules that I do want to set out. The future of this podcast is I don't give a shit about the video. It's that I've come to the conclusion I don't want to give a fuck about the video. I want this video to look like it was recorded in 19. The only reason it's not going to come out in black and white, if you see this, is because that takes extra steps. And fuck the algorithm at this point. It's 2025. I'm not jumping through hoops for any algorithm anymore. You don't need to see my face, frankly. You really don't. You don't need to see any of this. You need to see the background of the Airbnb. You don't. Most people don't even watch these. They listen to them. Like, there's nothing that is going to make your day better by looking at this. So the video quality is going to be purposefully, I want it grainy, I want it spotty, I want weird lights from different angles. You'll be like, where is the light bulb in the scene? And it won't matter. It'll be everywhere. I don't give a shit about the quality. Well, I don't give a shit about the video quality of this. I do give a shit about the quality of this podcast event. But I don't care for the algorithm gods. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. I just don't give a fuck anymore. There's certain things in my life that I decided that I just not going to spend time and energy on. Somebody else might be able to do it for me, but I give zero total fucks. I don't want to look like everybody. I want it to be grimy and chalky. And if there's a lag or like freezes or lines pop in, like you're looking at a busted antenna TV, like that's what I want. And that's what we're going to go. That's what you're going to get here. That's what I'm going to give you. And you don't have a choice about that. So welcome to the show. This is our fifth. The episodes are also going to be a little bit shorter because technical difficulties, and I'm going to be recording this from basically not in a studio. There will be no studio. Fuck studios as well. Why am I studio space, proper audio? What is wrong with you? All right, I'm not that kind of production person. All right, I want you to get to know me, and you're gonna get to know me by me not being in a studio, because that's not me. I don't need to. Maybe I'll have one in the house one day, but it'll still have a shitty camera on it. I will fuck the video quality of it, okay? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Some of the best porn I jacked off to as a kid, shittiest quality on. Some of the porn I've caught myself looking up old porn and not giving a shit about the quality. Like, I could see that it's not 4K. You ever watch porn that was from the internet from like 2006? Like video porn from 2006 from the internet? That was like 360p production, all right? And we all came to that just fine. We didn't need the 4K. I don't need to see the pimples on the sides of the labia. No one does. Why are you showing me this? When the video quality in pornography got so good where you could see pimples around privates, that's too much. And you don't have to digitally edit that in post or anything like that. You could just record on a shitty camera and not have that to be an issue, Like, there's a certain je ne sais quoi to amateur work. It's realistic. It's realistic, and that's what I'm giving you. I don't want you to see the pimples on the side of my butt. I really don't. I don't think that's nice. They're there. They happen, My butt's great, but there's some like little red dots and little pimples that pop up left and right in here, and I feel them, and I wouldn't want anybody to see them. So if I ever record my ass, it's gonna be also on grainy ass camera. Anyway, back to the show. Going through a little bit of a breakup, and I'm a little bit bummed out, and I didn't even want to record this. I've been fighting recording this all day on a subconscious level. I just didn't. I was like, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to record it and I'm going to do these things. And I putzed around and I wasted time which was also kind of fun. And I need to chillax because my knee. I've been doing a lot of fucking walking. I've been going up and down stairs. I think one of my heels is all kind of foobarred. When I get out of bed right now, it hurts to walk like I'm 88. You know, like that shouldn't be happening. I'm not there yet. You know, there's either a broken something on the inside, or I need to get supports or something, and I don't want that either. I don't like either of those choices. I don't want to wear orthopedic supports. Ugh. I'd rather I guess not walk as much, which kind of, actually I don't want to do that. Never mind, take it back. I might have to get orthopedics because I like walking in the hills or walk uphill. You know, so so I've been putzing around, kind of recovering. Homeboy, currently staying in an Airbnb. Guy, my homeboy of a cat, who just wanders in at nighttime. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna just sleep on your bed or your couch or your chair or whatever the fuck." He's kind of snoozing right now. Let me see if we get some audio on the cat. If we get a little. No, he's passed out. There's no noise. I'll make sure he pops in another episode. You know, but I've been putzing around and putting off this episode because I don't even know what the fuck. I'm not in the mood to talk about shit. You know, you guys ever you guys go through a breakup and then you're like, I don't want to do anything. I mean, I do. It's not that I don't want to do anything. It's just I really just like my body, my brain is like, no. You know, and it's important to listen to your body every now and then. Not all the time, but most of the time, you know. And my body was like, or maybe my brain. It's actually not my body. It's more my brain. It's more my brain not wanting to do this because it's full of relationship shit right now in my head, and it's hard to process that out on hurt and pain. Those things could be funny at a later date, but in the moment, you can't do that, man. The cat would tell you if he was awake. But it's hard to do, you know. It's kind of a pain in the. And so I was like, I don't want to any of this. But here we are anyway, because you know the show must go on. And you know, if you came across this and you're still listening, thank you. Subscribe to the Patreon also. Send me like $6 and throw me some ideas of where I should go and record a podcast from, or things to do, or people to fuck, or places to urinate. All that kind of stuff, you know. Just send me, and I'll take your suggestions only off of Patreon. If you post something in the comments on YouTube or wherever the hell, I'm not gonna do that thing. But if you throw me $6, I'll consider it. That's the only place I'll consider it. You know, it'll be a good time. I'll tag you and send you a private, you know, butt pic with pimples and all, you know. Actually, not, because I don't have that kind. I mean, I do have that kind of camera, but I'm not doing it. I'll send you a beautiful butt pic. The pimples will be there, but you won't be able to see them. Does that make sense? And it'll only cost you a solid $6. And thanks for your support. Plus iOS fees, because Apple's fucking gay. If you guys don't know, Apple's overcharging on Patreon subscriptions or anything in their app store now. They're charging a fee for Patreon processing, like an enormous amount fee, like a solid. It's like an extra 5 or 30% almost in fees just to be able to get Patreon on your fucking Apple phone. All right, and this is why Apple is trash. Apple, you're trash. You're charging people extra to be listed on your shitty fucking platform. Ugh. After your lead man died, you guys haven't fucking come up with anything worthwhile at all. You guys should just disband. You guys should just collapse your company, sell it off for parts, and let other people innovate, because clearly you're not able to do it anymore. And so sorry for the Apple users out there. I mean, what iPhone are you on? What is this, like fucking 20? Or how many numbers do you need? What's the difference between this one and like a 12 or whatever? You know, like, who cares? Apple people astound me. They'll pay like $1,400 for fucking that breaks and becomes outdated after 2 years. That's fucking retarded. You know, like that's full blown retardation. If you're buying a brand new phone every 2 to 3 years, you're a full retard. All right. If you're buying a new phone every 2 to 3 years, don't give me financial advice. Like, you're unless you're like super rich, I guess. But if you're like a normal person and you're swapping out a phone every 2 to 3 years, you're dishing out an extra like $1,400 for a phone that you could get the same shit on for like a $200 phone. You're just bad at finances. That's all that tells me. You're just a bad You're not a financial wizard. You're not a wizard of any kind. I wouldn't trust you with my dollars. If you're an investment banker and you switch out a phone every 2 to 3 years, I would not give you my money. I wouldn't. You sound like you work at J.P. Morgan Chase, you twat. I don't know why that got mean. Anyway, if you work at J.P. Morgan Chase, you are a twat, but I didn't mean to call you a twat. Anyway, that's where I am in my life. And anyway, back. Where were we talking about? Oh, yeah. So what I've been doing is traveling to places and shit out from, the retard's perspective, I guess. And giving you the scoop, and hopefully it helps you out in your travels or life in general. Maybe we'll come across a group. Right now, I'm beautiful, beautiful Cape Town, South Africa. Cape Town, South Africa is one of my favorite places on earth because it's like a mini Venice. Cape Town, South Africa is like a mini Venice. Cape Town, South Africa is like the Venice and Santa Monica of South Africa. Does that make sense? If you've never been to Santa Monica or Venice, this doesn't make any sense. But for the rest of you, Cape Town is Santa Monica, all run by the Jew. It's a wonderful place. It's South Africa. It has a lot of pros and cons, but like this part of South Africa is like it's funsies. It's a good vibe. We're in the summer months here right now, so it's nice and fucking toasty outside. The beach are packed. People are in all the restaurants. There's a shit ton of tourists everywhere. It's a good time. If you're here in summer, South Africa, Cape Town, South Africa's got a great comedy scene. It's really chill. There's some venues all over town. A good show. So if you like to giggle, find some. I'm not going to give you any advice. Armchair's a good one, and Obscene Parrot is another good one. And Comedy on Kloof is, all right, I guess. But ground cultures. If you haven't been to ground culture in Cape Town, you should go. 1, for the snacks, and 2, for the comedy. And in that order, all right? Because you need food. Well, actually, I don't know if that order. Actually, you should go to Crown Culture for the comedy the other days, and on Fridays also, but it's then as well. Also on this podcast, I'm fucking not gonna be editing out all the bloopers and dumb shit and everything. Maybe somebody else will do it later on, and I'll probably edit this video just because I said that. Usually, you'd be like, "Oh my god, I totally heard some edited parts, and I saw some editing." Yeah, because I lied to you. That's how that works. Do you feel me? Anyway, come to Cape Town. It's an amazing place. Today, we went to I went to a really nice beach. Clifton Number Dose. I like Clifton Number Dose because it's got stairs right near it, and it doesn't have all the fucking tourists of Clifton. All right, like why would you, dude? If you're in Cape Town and you're going to the beach, why would you go to 4/2? Oh my God! Is it the benches and the umbrellas? What is this, Cabo? Like, don't do that, Cape Town. Don't keep it Cape Townian. Fuck with the umbrellas, all right? Plus, the snack guys at Clifton 2, way better. They got granadilla lollies at Clifton 2. At 4, sometimes they don't make it that far because they'll start at 2 and they'll work their way down. By the time they get at 4, all the granadillas are gone. Everybody's got one, and you haven't got one, But if you're still at 2, you'll still get a granadilla lot, and that's fucking. Go check out the beach. So we did that today. Again, and then we did some grocery shopping. We stocked up on essentials. We're coming up in a couple days. Perfect time to break up right before your birthday. You know what? So I'm making me a celebratory borscht, a good old classic Ukrainian, except with yogurt now. But it's gonna be delicious. It's gonna go inside my belly. I'm gonna go, and it's gonna be a good old time today. And then after the beach today, I just hit this place called Three Monkeys. I think it's called Three Monkeys Ramen and Sushi and something else. But I believe it's the Three Broken Monkeys. It's a ramen joint in Sea Point, and it's the ramen's it's also ramen. I mean, if you're comparing like Cape Town ramen to like Japan ramen, Ramen in Japan's way better. Sorry, no offense, but it's just like, I mean, it was good here though. It was good here. It was. I got I got their duck one. They also did have duck buns with like a spicy sauce. You could like dip them in and shove them in your mouth, which was amazing. The only thing I didn't understand about the duck buns is they cut them for you. They slice them open for you instead of like, and I like a solid bun. I want the bun to be in one form. Otherwise, it's not a bun. You shouldn't slice when you're serving to people. That's odd behavior. Let the client decide what they want and what they want to do with their bun after they get it. You know, don't mess up. Anyway, and then I had 2.5 beers with my ramen. That did not go too well because it made the hike back up to the Airbnb, which is at the top of the hill, extremely difficult in the 3 p.m. heat of Cape Town. It was a mission. It was definitely a workout. My Oura ring was like, "Are you fucking okay right now? Like, calm. Like, hey, take a breath, bro." But we finally made it here. Almost puked, but we didn't. Almost puked up the mountain, but did not, because you know what? Ramen and beer do go together. You just shouldn't walk uphill afterwards. But it didn't ended in a disaster. We got back to the air. I got back to the Airbnb in time, and all the water from everything I had, like the rest of the day. And since I've been back, I was just my tum is just settled down. I was supposed to go to a comedy show and watch some peeps perform earlier, and I'm like, I can't be in there because I'll be farting up. And it's not like, usually my farts are like not stinky. They're pretty. I could fart. I could toot. No one will know because I eat pretty good. But the fucking ramen, a duck ramen, and the duck buns, fucking 2.5 beers. Oh my, this is just, no, I couldn't. I was also being lazy because of the whole breakup thing, but also I didn't want to be farting in the Uber driver's car or at the venue. That's not polite. So I was like, I'm gonna stay home and record this podcast, and it's been like 4 hours, and I sulking with the cat. Honestly, I had some more snacks. I had some nuts. So that it's been a good time. Hopefully my knee. That's been life, guys. So if you want to take something away from this one, don't break up a couple days before your birthday. That's not going to be a fun time. And then if you're in Cape Town, South Africa, and two, if you're not in Cape Town, South Africa, and you haven't been, come visit. It's a good place. Try the ramen on Kloof Street, and then go hit up some comedy around town, like Ground Culture, Armchair, and Obscene Parrot. You'll enjoy it all. And subscribe to the Patreon and tell me where I should go urinate and eat ramen next. Don't say Japan. Don't say it. I want like weird. If you guys have recommendations for good ramen in weird places, please give it to me. I want to know where I could go get good ramen in, like, made by a woman from content. You know, I want that kind of ramen. I don't want that traditional shit that you see. I want like weird ass fusion cuisine. I want a redneck to make me. All right, I don't want nobody else. I want a freaking Kentucky, like today. A black South African made my ramen. All right, and that was the first time I had a black South African make me ramen. All the ramen joints in LA, it's all, you're either Asian or fucking Mexican, bro. That's it. Like that's just what it is in LA. It's a different kind of flavor of ramen here. It's still good, but you know, it's not Japan, but it's you know, it's okay. It was delicious. My soul enjoyed. So go visit. I think it's fucking Three Monkeys or Broken Monkeys, or I should know this, but I'm not gonna figure it out. It's in Sea Point. It's a great spot. They have a great beer selection, great buns, and great. All right, that's it for today, guys. I hope you had some good giggles. I hope you tune in for the next one, and remember, touch yourself always. Tell yourself you love yourself. Make yourself come, because that's important. Know how you like. Sign up for the Patreon, and next time you see a show posting, come grab a ticket to go see your boy live somewhere. Wherever you see me live, buy a ticket. Come through. I'll meet you in person, and I'll tell you about all the fisting things and how you should. All right, love you, perverts. Bye. Blah.